Okay, we're in round three. I've got the choice to play first. I will. And yes, we can definitely keep this hand. Turn two relic. And then if we find a ramp creature, we can natural order. So it seems good enough. Definitely not doing Mox Ruby right away. Although I guess it's not that big of a deal this time around, but I'll wait on it. He can force spike it or force of will if he wants. Actually, I got the force spike, so I guess I'm not worried about that. All right, well, potential primeval next turn is pretty good. All right, I guess he's gonna get our primeval, but that's not that bad. We can get it back eventually, or find something else. Hand disruption's definitely brutal against what we're trying to do. Wall of Roots. Not the worst. Actually, yeah, we can just natural order now. It's got to deal with Progenitus. Sacrifice and Damnation and stuff that can deal with it, but it's not easy to deal with at least. All right. So, got the natural order win. Yeah, I mean, it kind of indicates to me he doesn't have an out in his deck to it if he concedes to it before the game plays out. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he would have kept playing if he had an out because he just takes 10 damage. He's still at 9. But if he has no outs, then the concession makes more sense. Could be a frustration one too. I don't actually know. But I don't think I want to swap anything because we don't have much of a sideboard, to be honest. Pretty much all of our best cards are in our main deck. So I think we're just going to go again. It's a great hand. We get turn 3 Garrick or Smokestack. But I don't actually know which one I'm going to do. Garrick's pretty insane. No land plays. Interesting. He just kept a landless hand. Oh, okay. Cloud Skate. All right. Well, I think we're sliming now. All right. Still have good play regardless of what he takes here. But yes, hand disruption is going to be real powerful against us. I'm okay with that. I'm going to nuke his... he has counterspell mana up. He's only got 2 cards left in his hand. We're just going to slime the... I think we're just going to slime... Sulphurous Springs. It's his only black and red source, so I guess we'll take it out. Not sure yet what Cloud Skate can bounce that that really matters. All right, he found another red source. Prime time's pretty huge here. So now I've got 8 mana. Not quite enough to do all of the insane things I want to do, but certainly good enough to play prime time here. He can bounce it too, it doesn't matter. All right, so now we get island and a forest. So now he gets Cloudskate down and bounces Primeval. Next turn we have the resources to Primeval plus Smokestack. But do I even have more than that? That's interesting. Okay. Maybe he's got the way to kill Primeval. Concession. All right. Well, I feel a lot better now. I got pretty grumpy after round 2 there, but our opponent, I think did he multi 5 this game? So that was definite advantage. I definitely think his just from the few cards I saw, he had a pretty good matchup against us. Thoughtseize and Mesmeric Fiend are pretty backbreaking against a deck like ours that's just tons of ramp, tons of fatties. You can really disrupt that plan nicely with cards like Thoughtseize and counter spells too. Like, I do think this guy had a good matchup against us. He just drew kind of poorly, and we actually drew very nicely both game 1 and 2. So yeah, sorry about the grumpiness round 2. I don't know what to say. I was unhappy with how we drew, but those things happen. You got to battle past those Ancestral Recalls. I was just thinking in between rounds, though, I think Ancestral Recall is better than Black Lotus. I know, Black Lotus, free mana, right? But hear me out. Black Lotus on turn 1 is absolutely insane because you get to play 4 drops on turn 1. But Ancestral Recall on turn 1 or turn 12 is insane. The fact that you're drawing 3 cards at 1 mana instant speed is, I think, actually better than ramping 3 one time for 0. But that's debatable, of course. But I'm going to stand by that until somebody comes up with a better reason why. But yeah, I actually think Ancestral Recall is a better card to get in these, at least in this cube, than Black Lotus. But I digress. I hope you enjoyed the deck. I'm glad Mono Green at least got us a 2-1, which is pretty good. All right. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's actually Christmas Eve right now. So I still plan on recording a draft on Christmas Day. So happy holidays to people who don't celebrate Christmas. And we'll see you for the next draft.